Hey guys, Khalil Shabazz, BlackPhoenixBootCamp.com here in West Midtown, Atlanta. I am your weight loss expert. Say, I got a question for you. What is your excuse? What is your excuse for not working out? What is your excuse for not following your meal plan? What is your excuse for not being consistent? What is your excuse? Because I'm going to tell you, as long as I've been doing this, I've heard some doozies. People come to me and they will say the craziest, most outlandish thing with a complete straight face. So I decided to shoot a quick little video to share with you guys just so you can see it from my perspective, right? I want to show you guys what I deal with on a day-to-day basis. Now check this out. This is one of the most crazy excuses that I've ever heard. Now, you tell me what you think about this. This girl, she was relatively new. She was complaining about her foot always bothering her. Most specifically, it was her big toe. Her big toe was giving her problems, right? So she said she was going to go to the doctor and find out what was going on, yada, yada, yada. So she goes to the doctor, and the doctor tells her that she has arthritis in her big toe. She has arthritis in her big toe. So she comes back and tells me that she won't be continuing with the program. And I'm like, well, oh my God, why? What's going on? You know, tell me about it. Let's see if we can work it out. And she says, well, I went to the doctor, and the doctor told me I had arthritis in my big toe. And I'm waiting for the rest of the story, but that was it. The doctor told me I had arthritis in my big toe, and it hurts when I walk, it hurts when I jump around, so I won't be continuing. And in her mind, that made complete sense. That made perfect sense to her. She actually sat and thought that whole conversation through and said, I'm going to tell him this. And it made perfect sense to her, and that's exactly what she did, and she dropped out of the program. True story. What are you going to do? I had another girl who was disappearing on me. She would come 1 or 2 sessions, you know, over a 2 or 3 week period. She would come, she would disappear, then she would come, she would disappear. And one particular night, one particular evening, she came in, you know, straight from work. She went to the restroom, she changed clothes, she put on her workout gear, and she came back out in her workout pants, but she had on heels. And I'm like, what's going on? She said, I forgot my socks. And so I said, okay, well, I mean, okay, fine. Did you bring your sneakers? She said, yeah, I have them right here. I said, well, cool, let's go. Let's get to work. She said, no, that's icky, that's nasty. I'm like, what are you talking about? She said, I can't, you know, put on sneakers without any socks. That's nasty. I'm going to be sweaty, and I'll just come back later. I'll just come back later. And she proceeds to leave. And again, that made perfect sense to her. That added up to something sane and reasonable to say. And she said it and felt good about it. And she walked right on out the door. True story. Okay, here's another one. I had a new client, and we were going through the initial consultation, and I asked her about her eating habits, and she was telling me, well, you know, just your standard junk food, you know, fast food, McDonald's, Wendy's, etc., so on. And she rarely ate breakfast. She'd probably do a cup of coffee and a muffin or a bagel or something like that. We get through the initial consultation. She signs up. We do her assessment. Fast forward a couple of days later, I'm giving her her meal plan, and I'm like, okay, well, these are things that's included in your meal plan, and I want you to include a natural green supplement to help you get enough micronutrients, right? This chick proceeds to tell me, oh yeah, I don't like taking all those chemicals. I don't want to put none of that strange stuff in my body. I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm sorry, you eat at McDonald's. See how straight my face is? You eat at McDonald's, and you're going to tell me that you have an aversion to, you don't want to do any supplements and things like that because you don't like putting that kind of stuff in your body? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? I was about to cuss. Are you serious? Look, needless to say, I'm not going to make you do something that you don't want to do. All I can do is give you my recommendation, and, you know, that was that. But, you know, she told me that with a straight face. She didn't see it as a contradiction. So, there you go. True story. Okay, one more story. I have a client, early 50s, but he's very much in shape, looks very good for his age, and his coworkers always tease him about working out and eating well. Okay, so a lot of his coworkers are on some type of medication, right? But this one particular coworker of his, who he's been trying to get to come and meet me and start letting me work with him, this particular guy has type 2 diabetes, which of course, as most of you know, he needs to watch his sugar intake. He takes insulin, right? He does take the shot. Now, this is an office environment where these guys work. And of course, those of you who work in that type of environment, it's not unusual for people to bring cookies, cakes, and things like that they make at home and just set it in the employee break room and just kind of, give it to their fellow employees. But let me tell you something. This dude, the diabetic dude, the type 2 diabetes guy, this dude is so hard-headed and so undisciplined. This guy actually takes an additional dose of insulin so that he can partake in the festivities, so he can have an extra piece of cake or an extra cookie or whatever the hell it is that they have for that particular day. He will literally take an additional dose of his medicine just so he can actually eat some sugar. True story. I promise you, I cannot wrap my head around some people, right? I have people who come to me and, their doctor is like, look, you need to lose 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds, and they will still just totally disregard every piece of advice that I give them, and I just don't get it. But, that's what people do. That's what people do, and that's the kind of clientele I deal with day in and day out. Now, of course, my most consistent clients, they do what the hell they're supposed to do, they get results, and they're happy, and, that's how, and the world keeps on moving. But the majority of people call me all the time. People email me all the time asking me about, prices and schedule and this, that, and the other, and then they get here and they BS around and then they drop out. It is more common than you would imagine. And the crazy excuses that I hear are, I could do a TV show. So look, these are all true stories, but the next time you guys are either coming here, or if you're working with another trainer, or even if you're working out on your own and you sit and you try to talk yourself out of going to your sessions, going to the gym, you try to talk yourself into eating some crap, falling off the wagon, not following your meal plan, something like that. Think about the type or the seriousness of your excuse, and think about this particular video, right? Because if I find out about it, I might talk about you next. Alright, so that's all I got. This is Khalil Shabazz signing out for BlackPhoenixBootCamp.com here in West Midtown Atlanta. I am your weight loss expert, And as before, as always, look, like, share, comment. Please let me know, what excuses have you come up with to fall off the wagon? Let me know down in the comments. It's going to be interesting just to see how similar people think, right? But anyway, hit me up, share this video, and eventually I will see you in class. Peace.